by 53 to 43%. The public believes the president has mishandled the BP crisis.
The president doesn't seem to be acting like commander-in-chief of this country. He seems to be acting like a liberal senator from Illinois.
Many people are calling on the president to be more assertive in the ongoing crisis.
Democrats and Republicans here in Washington also unhappy with the administration's response.
These people are crying. They're begging for something down here. And it just looks like he's not involved in this. Man, you got to get down here and take control of this, put somebody in charge of this thing and get this thing moving. We're about to die down here.
They're not tough enough.
What was the president's plan? And where are the personnel and the equipment necessary to implement that plan?
New controversy bubbling out of the White House. There are new allegations of backroom politics by the White House.
First, Joe Sestak, now Andrew Romanoff. White House facing more questions over deal-making to keep people out of the election campaign.
Why would you offer that?
That wasn't the offer then.
I refer you to the
what position, what board was it then? You know?
I'd refer you to the minute.
You know?
I'd refer you to the minute.
This is the 5th month in a row that we've seen job gains.
Just in the last 2 months, we've created 500,000 new jobs.
431,000 new jobs created in May, the most in a decade. But for how long? Those were almost all temporary census jobs, Allie.
Of the 431,000 new jobs created last month, 410,000 of them were temporary census hires.
But only 41,000 of those were private sector employment.
So why did the Dow Industrials fall nearly 325 points today?
This is largely about job numbers.
With the U.S. national debt over a whopping $13 trillion now and Congress still spending, something needs to give.
There is no break in the steady increase of the national debt, now up to an astounding $13 trillion.
That's $42,000 for every man, woman, and child in the country.
It took the federal government 206 years to hit the first $1 trillion in debt, and to go from $12 trillion to $13 trillion, just 6 months.
How can you expect to have any credibility talking about debt and deficit when we continue to see such high levels of deficit spending?
We have some emergencies. Emergencies come up.
Webster's defines emergency as an unforeseen combination of circumstances. In Congress, emergency means you don't need to pay for it.
A poll appeared Friday by the Rasmussen Group that showed Obama's approval ratings are now at 42%. So the American people are not buying this constant finger pointing from the Obama administration.
49% of Americans said they would vote Republican. Only 43% said they would pull for the Democrats.
It all adds up, of course. While you were watching this story, the national debt went up about $3 million.